Hey guys, ScottDevonKane here, and welcome to my brand new series, the Sunday Poker Battle. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing through the the DS version of World Series of Poker Battle for the Bracelets. Going to be doing World Series events on Sunday, and I'm going to be doing cash games on Wednesday. So, expect to see some more poker action in the near future. But yeah, if you guys don't understand anything about poker, poker is real easy, and we're gonna start a new career. That's just from practice series here. So let's go to professional, change my name, and oh shit, no. Change my avatar. I want to look. That guy. Sounds good. Yes. Alright. So, we got 7 weeks of World Series events in a year. And we're going to be doing tournament events on Sundays. So, we'll start with a $1,500 two-table, looks like two-table no limit hold'em event. Yeah, those movies are terrible. So, if you're unfamiliar with poker, or if you're unfamiliar with Texas Hold'em, here's how it works. Everybody gets 2 cards face down. You can look at those cards at any time. There is 2 forced bets here, called the small blind, which is the SB there, and the BB, which is the big blind. The big blind is a fixed value, and the 2 forced bets are right after the D there, which is the dealer of the hand. So, small blind is half of the big blind, and those are forced bets, but that you have to call. So, everybody gets their 2 cards, and then there's a round of betting. You can fold your hand, raise, or call the big blind bet. So, right now, the bet is 20, because the guy in the corner there raised it to 20. So, I have a crappy hand, so I'm going to fold. So, everybody gets their 2 cards, there's a round of betting, and then there are 3 community cards called the flop. Everybody gets to use these community cards along with their 2-card poker hand. Another round of betting, if anybody wishes to bet. Then there's a 4th community card called the turn. Another round of betting, if anybody chooses to bet. And then there's going to be a 5th community card dealt, which is called the river. Another round of betting there, and then everybody compares their 2 cards using their 2 cards and all 5 of the community cards to make the best 5-card poker hand. Pretty much that easy. If there's anybody left, you never have to show your hand if there's nobody left in the hand. So, yep, he won because he's the only guy left in the pot. Alright, and pretty much at this point, I'm only going to be showing the hands that I'm involved in, just so some of these games could go amazingly long if I show you everything. Another terrible hand. Alright, early position here, I've got pocket 5s, so any pocket pair and nobody's raised before you, you probably should give it a raise. Big blind is only 10, so I'm going to raise it to 30. Pretty standard, 3 times the big blind for pre-flop raise. I try to bet, pre-flop I try to make it anywhere between 2 to 3 times the big blind. Alright, this flop isn't too bad for my hand. Here I've got 2 pair, I've got deuces and queens. I'm gonna put in a small bet to see where I stand. The pot's 105. You never want to bet less than the size of the pot. Or less than half the size of the pot, I should say. So I'm going to bet 60 and see exactly where I stand here. Wow, I got 2 calls. I don't know what to do here. I'm going to just check. I'm not exactly happy with my hand here, so that's actually a decently good card. Because that way, I've got showdown value, which means I have a hand that if they were just like, if they had like ace jack or ace king or something like that, and we're trying to just hit their hand, my hand actually has value that it can win against other hands. So, but it's not worth betting, because if I bet and they've got, you know, anything decent, like ace 10 over there, and he didn't show his hand because, you know, he didn't need to. But yeah, like this is what I was talking about. Somebody had like ace king or ace jack or something like that, and we're just trying to hit one of their 2 cards. My hand has enough value that it can show down and win against hands like this. But if I bet with a you know, community like, you know, a queen and out there 3 flush cards, for a hand like pair of 5s, the only hand that I'm going to get called by is a hand that has me beat. So try to get to showdown and try to just win the pot that's already there. Alright, I got another halfway playable hand. I've got ace 10 offsuit. I'm the first person to come into the pot, so by that I should be raising. If you are the first person to come into a pot and you plan on playing it, you should raise. This is tournament poker we're talking about here. Cash games are a totally different story. Things may happen differently at your at a cash game at your local casino. All right, Queen 9 7 2 hearts. This flop wasn't exactly great for me, so I'm not gonna bet into it again. There's like 0 value here for this flop, because I need runners to make anything, and runners are it's a poker term that means that I need the turn and the river to both be really good for me, and I don't see that happening in this hand. Somebody's bet, and it's just not worth investing any more money into this hand at all. Alright, a little bit of poker know-how here. I'm in the big blind. I've already got 10 chips in. I've got a pretty bad hand here. I've got 10-5 offsuit. It's been raised to 20, and it's gone all the way around to me, and I only owe 10 to come into this pot. The pot is $95, and I only owe 10. So what I have are called pot odds. I'm getting 9 to 1 or 9.5 to 1 on my money to get into this pot. Even though my hand's pretty bad, I'm getting really good value to come in and try to hit something on this flop. So normally I have a hand that I wouldn't play. Because my pot odds are so good, it's only going to cost me 10 to win 95. That's really good odds. So I'm going to call, even with this crappy hand. And you see, I made top pair. So it's actually not too bad for me. I'm going to bet out a little bit. I'm going to bet half the size of the pot, which will be 50. You see, I'm getting raised here from the guy under the gun. I still think I'm going to give this a call. I have top pair, so I'm going to check to the better. I think I'm still going to give this a call. Just hoping he doesn't have an overpair or something like ace 10. Yeah, I think the hand that I'm worried about the most here is ace 10. But, I don't know. I think I should still give this a call. I do have top pair. So, here's hoping he has ace king. Not queen 10. Now, well, can't win every hand. Alright, big blind. Blinds are up to 10 and 20. I've got connectors in the big blind, so I'm going to give this a small call, getting 5.5 to 1 on connectors, so why not? And the flop isn't exactly too terrible for me. I don't think I'm going to bet it, though. I'm going to try to see a free card if I possibly can, but, you know, of course not. We're going to do this. We're going to raise on a 5, 6, 7 rainbow flop. I'm going to try to give this one... no. You know what? No. This is just bad. I've only got bottom pair. Never mind. I'm just going to not play with fire here. These guys are just going to go back and forth at each other here, apparently. There's no 3 on the turn. I don't want to see a 3, because I'm going to be so disappointed if I see a 3 here. Wow, what do these guys got? Nothing, apparently. Typically this is a hand that you generally don't want to be getting too involved with, but I've got decent position. Only got 2 people behind me, and I got Jack 10, so I'm going to give this a call. Jack 10's a really good hand to hit some straights with. Jack 10 makes the nut straight 4 different ways. And I made top pair, so yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see if we can not get raised on this flop. That would be nice for once. Oh, I'm getting called by Queen 9. Hopefully they don't hit a 9 on the river. Like they know. Well, there are gaming poker computers. Why should I be surprised? Alright, there's been, blinds are 15 and 30. There hasn't been a raise yet, and I've got suited connectors, so I'm also going to come into this pot here. He goes all in. Wow. Okay. Really? I feel I have to come into this pot. I have to. Now, hopefully everybody just checks, because that's like the thing that you're supposed to do when there's a player all in. You're really not supposed to bet. You're supposed to try to keep as many players in the pot as possible to try to eliminate a player. I'm going to play nicey nice. Please don't bet, guys. Please don't bet. Thank you. Is there a chance my 5s are good? Of course not. Of course not. You know, guy goes all in, and we were going to call with a 6-9. Okie dokie. Alright, so here's a little explanation. I have a favorite poker hand, and it is specifically these 2 cards put together. It is the Jack of Spades and the 9 of Spades. So I'm going to give this a call. I'm going to call no matter what they bet. Me and Jack 9 of Spades, we got a thing. So we're calling off with this hand. I know it's bad poker to have like a favorite hand and to just play it no matter what, but then stuff like that happens. And I bomb the flop. Oh shit! No, no, no! I am not betting. Yeah, that happened. That happened badly. Alright, got pocket 7s. I'm gonna give this a raise. A little under 3 times the big blind. Actually, hold on. I'm sorry. 2.5 times the big blind. I think that's what I'm gonna raise. I'd like to see another 7 out there, because I could use the chips right now. Come on, dude. Really? We're gonna raise from the small blind? Whatever. I could really use the chips. I've been, like, really unlucky this whole tournament. Hey, there we go. I flopped a set, and it's 7, 8, and 9 with 2 spades. Or 2 clubs. This is a really, really, really ugly board for my hand. Other than the fact that I hit a set, it's 7, 8, 9, and 2 clubs. So, flush draws are probably going to come along. Straight Jack 10 is already a straight, but I have to jam this flop because I flopped a set. I really don't want anybody drawing for a flush or drawing for a straight. If they've already made it, I can still dog them by pairing the board, but I really don't want this hand to go on any further than it already is. For flopping a set, that's about as ugly as it can get. Alright, very next hand. I got ace-jack under the gun, so I'm going to raise it up to 100 again. 2.5 times the big blind. Hopefully I don't get re-raised again. It'd be nice to play a hand just to raise and not have people re-raise me. Would be nice. Don't exactly have great position here, but I actually also don't exactly have a great flop either. Yeah, nope. No thank you. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. Alright, very next hand after that, there's been a raise and 2 calls, and we've got pocket kings in the big blind. There's not a chance I'm going to let this go through without putting in a 3-bet. So, yeah, it's only 220, so I'm going to make it or it's only 80 to call. I'm definitely going to make this 230 to go, because, yeah, no. If you're going to come in, you're going to come in for a decent amount. Yep. Been no raise, and I have ace 5 in the small blind, so definitely going to give that a call and hope Phil Gordon doesn't freaking raise. I made middle pair. I think I want to bet and see where I stand. So here's a $1.40. See where my hand holds up in this. And see, I love when pros re-raise because I sometimes just don't believe them. So I'm gonna call. Hey, look what I hit. I've made 2 pair. I'm actually going to let her bet, and then I'm just gonna re-raise her all in. If she's got a flush, then God bless her, but unless she hits a queen, I win the hand. Yep, there we go. Alright, so I got a little lucky, but hey, that's part of poker, you know. Poker's part skill and part luck. You know, I can't deny that part of it's luck, so, you know, it happens. Alright, I am at the cutoff, and I have pocket 10s. It's been raised behind me, so I think I'm just going to flat call with 10s. 10s really aren't good enough to warrant a re-raise, I don't think. I'm not exactly a fan of 10s. I flop an overcard a lot of times, and this is one of those times where they just happen to not flop an overcard. I'm actually going to put in a raise here. I don't believe that she has better than my 10s. 240, 480, so half of 240. I'm going to make it 600 to go. Just don't believe she's got better than me. And she doesn't. Because if she did, she probably would have re-raised. I have king suited in the small blind against a player that just absolutely loves to raise, so I think I'm actually going to give this a call here. Defend the small blind. I know I'm out of position, but, yep, bad spot. Bad spot. Out of position, and I have no hand. She's just going to bet, yeah, just... But I have no hand to represent here, so... Normally, if I had, like, even a pair, I'd go back at her, but she's, like, a super aggressive, and unfortunately, those are some of those players that sometimes you just absolutely can't tell what they have because they're so aggressive. It's going to be that one time that you choose to go against that player when they've been super aggressive. See, she raised again. It's like, oh, I got another hand. Yeah, we're going to call. Like, super aggressive players sometimes, you know, won't have that hand. They're just trying to muscle you out of pots. But it's that one time. It's that one time. This isn't a bad flop for my hand. It's unlikely that anybody has a 6. So I think, again, I'm going to re-raise her and make it 600 to go. Wow, and Phil Gordon called? Really? You're going to tell me you've got a 6 here? You raised with a 6? I can't... At this point, I'm far too pot committed to fold. Am I? Am I really too pot committed to fold? I don't... Maybe I'm not. I'm getting... God damn, I hate aggressive players. I really hate aggressive players because they just... Sometimes just never want to quit. I feel... He checked and then flat called a re-raise. I don't... It's Phil that I'm more worried about than her. I think I might actually have to fold this hand. I know I've got 10s. I've got an overpair, but... If Phil folds behind me, I'm going to be so mad. Okay, he didn't fold. Okay, he had kings. And she had aces. Oh, wow. Holy cow, was I in a bad spot. I am so glad I...
Thank you, Phil, for raising your shit.
Yeah, no, well, he didn't raise. It's just... Wow, he flatted with kings? No re-raise pre-flop with kings? Well... Well...
He ended up putting more money in the pot, didn't he?
I guess, but geez Louise. See, that is exactly what I was talking about. Aggressive players who end up actually getting a hand. I was considering re-raising her when she had aces. I had the third best hand in that right there. And because of that aggressive playing style, I mean, look, raise. Because of that aggressive play style, I really wanted to go back at her again, even though she had the better hand. It's those hands that when you have the reputation of being an aggressive player, that will make other players make bad moves against you. But it's also a very... See, if she doesn't have a hand here... Oh, yeah, see, she had a straight, but, you know, this guy here had a better straight. But, yeah, it's that aggressive style that can win you really big pots without having a showdown, and can win you really big pots when you have a really big hand. But when you're super aggressive, when you don't have a hand, if anybody has anything against you, you're gonna lose chips. I got king 10 and a 5-handed table, so I'm gonna give this a raise. She's clearly gonna call. No, clearly gonna re-raise. Who did I think? Who am I talking about here? The queen of the fucking re-raise here. Oh, I'm just gonna put her all in. Screw it. You got it, honey. If you got it, you got it. I've got a gut shot. Ace tray. This is what we re-raise with. Ace tray. Yep. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, these stupid aggressive players that just, if you get lucky, you get lucky. Well, I mean, what can you possibly do against something like that? If you're going to re-raise with ace tray, I mean, come on. Come on. Alright, I've got queen 10 here. It only cost me half a bet to get in here, but jeez, I make a pair and that's the board I get. I can't call, just give my chips away. Yep, we're gonna have a pissing battle over here. There's no jack. You guys are gonna have a pissing match over this, I guarantee it. Yep, re-raise. Psst. I've got queen 10 again, this time suited. I'm already half committed, so I might as well give it a look. And I miss again. Jeez. Yep, I gotta fold. Man, I'm missing like nobody's business now. Alright, we have a chance. Oh, no, we don't have a chance for a final table because they split the pot here. They both got kings full of 9, so no final table for me. Unfortunately. Let's check my hand. Nope. Alright, this is pretty much my dream here. I've got very low chips. The blinds are 50 and 100. I've only got 5 big blinds. And I got pocket kings. So this is pretty much a dream hand here. Hopefully I could take down the blinds without confrontation here. No, he's got queen jack. He's going to calm me down. I don't blame him. It's a jack. Oh, come on. Really, game? Really? You're going to do me dirty like that? Wow. That's so dirty. Come on, game. Give me a break. Oh, well. I guess you can't win them all. What can you do? Oh, well.
Harrah's is old school Vegas, so you should honor that spirit and play some old school cash games there. Let's head over there.
I wasn't really paid much to do this little spot here, so I'm not gonna give this much effort. Can I go home now? Huh? Okay. But I've been invited to a $1,000 cash game at Harrah's by Cindy Violet. Sure, whatever, but we're gonna do that Monday or Wednesday. I'm sorry. So we're gonna do the cash game on Wednesday. So thanks guys for watching. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe and kill that thumbs up button for me. I'd very much appreciate that. And if you have any questions about this game, or any comments about what I'm doing, let's talk poker, whatever, leave comments below, and I will definitely I'm definitely talk it up with you about poker. We could talk all day. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you Wednesday at the cash game at Harrah's.